Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel is against the Big Bang. So in each video I cut from other videos and I comment against the Big Bang. So Brian Cox about the rocks, the age of the rocks. So look.
So I think the best kind of questions are questions such as, well, how do you find out how old a universe is? I mean, I often say to the audience, if you think about it, if you pick up a rock from a beach, how do you know how old it is? It's difficult. It takes a lot. Basically, we have to know a lot of nuclear physics. We have to have a lot of equipment in order to work out how old something is that we hold in our hands. So how do you know?
If you watch that, so it's saying that you cannot give an age or for the rock. You must imagine like the almost instant. This is an instant piece, a gold piece. You see, an instant piece is now. In this manner, you cannot give the age. The gold is now. So now you must suppose somehow that you can manage to do it in millions of years. Gold piece. So all the elements, copper, see I have copper are instantaneous. You must imagine like this. You see, you pull this. Close your clothing, okay, but you must imagine that somehow this must contain some time, okay, but so that's why the age of the rocks you cannot give them. This rock is like instantaneous, like this, and the chemistry is wrong. It says about the electrons and protons in this video do not exist. The matter is made with light, okay, strata of light, and you can see light, yellow, like this copper, reddish, or this silver, or this iron piece, okay. So the chemistry is false. I'm telling you, the electron does not exist. So now what do you say about the science of these guys? So watch another part from Brian Cox, and then
What's the minimum clock you can make? You'll find actually that there are papers. I read one last week, which was a clock made of three atoms, basically, and the ticking of the clock is associated with light being emitted from the atoms as electrons jump around in the energy levels. You do need what's called a hot reservoir and a cold reservoir for that to work. So a clock is a thermodynamic machine. It's like a steam engine, right? So one way of thinking about clocks is that they measure the flow of entropy. And
okay, so quantum gravity, they do not know what gravity is, so now they invented quantum gravity. If you do not know what gravity is, how are you going to find another one? But I'm telling you that Newton is false physics, and I'm telling you there's only one formula, and this is the formula, and do not have another, and it's false, and you cannot explain to it nothing. Okay, so watch the formula, Newton. This is a Newton formula, and I always am telling you, you do not have other formula. So they try to trick you. You are stupid. You cannot calculate. So this is the formula. You do not have other. So you see force, mass 1, mass 2, radius g, like this, between two bodies. Two bodies M1, M2 do not produce any mechanical movement or mechanical work. So the force between them must contain mass. If you treat here in the middle, it must be mass. Conform to this, you cannot pull out mass when you want. So this means between the sun and earth there's mass. As the sun and earth radiates mass, if you understand, in a constant manner. So it's a first formula. It's a formula made from impact, force, mass times acceleration, and does not work when you want to make two bodies to rotate to produce a mechanical work and you do not have other formula. This is the Newton formula. It's false physics. False physics. So if you watch that, you must understand like this. These two bodies, like they do not have any force between them. So must you are now understand that if you have bigger bodies or big mass or big, there will be some force between them. These not like in this manner, they will not be between two big bodies like a moon and earth. Okay, since the moment or they are moving like this, something pulls them in movement. And since you do not have other formula that formula that you were observing, that's the formula, you do not have another. If you put these two rocks in space, must be force in between them, and the force between them do not generate any movement or rejection, perpendicular rejection, or why is moving like this. Okay, why is moving like this, and one of them move in reverse, one like this, one like this in reverse. Why? Because if you have a perpendicular force, but this is implying that between earth and moon there's force, there's mass. So because you cannot disconnect when you want the formulas. Okay, there's between earth and moon force, mass 1, mass 2, the radius 300,000 kilometers from the earth and moon, they say like this, maybe. Okay, and in this radius you put mass 1 of the earth, mass 2 of the moon, and you find a force between them. But if we find the force, you know the quantity of force, you put the force in the equation, you find the mass that is between earth and moon. So now if the earth emits mass, will be consumed till now. It's like emitting mass, is emitting mass. So you understand. Jupiter planet has 100 satellites, and one of them move like this, and one of them like this, like a quarter line. But and one of them move in this manner, and one of them in reverse. One of them like this, one of them in reverse. And you cannot do this through bending of space like Einstein says. So now they are searching from quantum gravity. These guys do not understand what is with them. So watch another part. I have to speak more.
For that, we need to understand what time is. And there are other theories, so-called quantum theories of gravity, which are being developed now, particularly actually in response to research into black holes, which are suggesting that space and time themselves emerge from a deeper theory that doesn't have space and time in it. These are theories called emergent space-time theories. And so you need to know, ultimately my view is we need to know what space and time are.
Okay, if you watch that, you understand now. If this planet has the power to move a planet like this, you can obtain maybe some vector, like you see, like a boomerang has two forces, one like this and one like this. And but how do you see you throw another boomerang in reverse like this, but to sustain them? So now the force is generated by some origin and to sustain two bodies in a perpetual motion like this. But if it is like this, I'm telling you, there must be force and mass between Jupiter and there's not. There's light, and the light does these things, and the planet has like motors. They are capturing the light and do something with it. You do not want to understand this. You treat masses like in that manner, like in imbecilic manner, like the rock itself emanates some gravity, and this is like a spell from that Lord of the Rings or movies, Harry Potter. This emits spells, you see. So you do not want to admit that this simple rock does not emit anything, and the planets, if they are making a mechanical work of movement, they are making an intelligent movement. If this moves like this, something put it in movement like this, and see in circular motion, and do not admit this, and you not find this, because this implies an intellect. Somebody programmed the planet to do some things. Okay, there's an acceleration and the speed, and this is not creating to this body to have different speeds and acceleration. Okay, so Newton is false physics. Watch my the last part from my video. I will show to you the old pictures from 2015 astronomy picture, and I comment this astronomy. We can go to the stars, man, in this generation. Newton is false. So I'm telling you, you don't have patience to watch. If somebody is telling you Newton is false, Einstein is false, quantum mechanics is false, and you don't have patience, you are not okay. So, but this is the video. We can go to the stars. This is my fight. Like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye. God bless. These are astronomy pictures on 2015. You see, our galaxy is surrounded by matter. It's a sphere, and these stars are small. Gravity is not attraction. There is no force between this because it is light, and these stars are small. You can unplug one and put it in your pocket. These are astronomy pictures. These galaxies are stars. This is a star, a cloud, a luminous cloud, electroshock from exterior, not producing from internal means. So these astronomy pictures from NASA channel, you see stars are moving in circular manner like this. It proves to you that it is a sphere rotating on North Pole star. From ancient times knew this. Okay, this is the board of our galaxy. It's a sphere. Everything in here is a star. Not galaxy, are stars in our galaxy. This is the board of our galaxy. Anything is a star, a small star. This is a small cloud, a luminous cloud. And okay, the stars are pouring in clouds. You see, in clouds, you see. And this was faster for me to do it like this. This is Milky Way belt. It shows to you will not live in the spire. In a spire, you should see 3, 4, 5 bands like this. So it shows to you there is a sphere. It is in a spherical manner. This Milky Way belt from Earth. Okay, and you see they are in clouds. I believe that's Mars. You see analemma of the sun. The stars are this Andromeda galaxy. It's simply a cloud. Luminous cloud with pieces in it. You are wrong understand that the light it shows to you from the distance in punctiform manner. Even if it is going to be a square or any, this is a star. It is not an explosion. Stars could be extinguished, reignited. They are small, you see, small and put in clouds, extract light from this. This is a cloud, are not colliding between them. You see, clouds made from water, clouds, there is a high, these are not colliding, and they are stars, they are galaxies with the name, but not there as gravitational systems. You see, this is at the border of our galaxy, looking towards us. Like this, you see astronomy pictures. So, this is main constellation in a spherical manner. You can put them and treat them with some geometrical laws. You see, the stars are small and put in cloud, and they could be cubes. From the distance, you see a point light. Okay, you see, are putting clouds. There's clouds. You deny this. You deny that it is clouds. This astronomy pictures on NASA channel. These are clouds, and the stars are illuminated and do not attract. And there is no G force like Newton. You see, like Newton says, between two bodies, F G mass 1 mass 2, there's no force between these stars. There's no force. There's no attraction and no force. Gravity is a circular movement done by light. You see, there is no force between all these stars. No force. Only light. They extract light. They put in clouds, you see. They're putting clouds. You see, astronomy pictures. This is the board of our galaxy. You see, and it bends. It shows to the surface. That's why I invented black matter and dark energy and dark. That's why to trick you. That's light bends through a surface. These asteroids, comets. You see, they're not making spherical because of gravity. Are made spherical intentionally. You see, clouds at the border of galaxy. Supernova do not exist. Could be some spreading from some cause of movement of light. Like here you see The Milky Way belt proves to that we not live in, this is a Mars planet, that we not live in a spiral. It should be many bands on Earth, many, 4. If you see 2 from apart and 2 from apart, you see some moons of Saturn, I believe, Milky Way belt, and we live in a sphere. And the sphere is, you see how the Earth is missing. It's not because it's missing like a moon. You see half a moon because it's not light in the similar manner. The stars, the moon or the stars, you see when there's black, is not this comets. When there's black like this, is not light. That's why, but could be matter. That's why I invented dark matter and dark energy does not exist. This black stuff is exactly like half an Earth of the moon. Could be a matter. Comets, okay. You see clouds. Astronomy pictures from there. From 2015. You see they are putting clouds. Our galaxy is a sphere. These are constellation constant and they remain static like here. And so comets, you see, they are looking towards Earth. This is a cloud, a luminous cloud, and there's no galaxy like you are believing. It's a star, it's a cloud, a fixed cloud, fixed part of the sky, and it with a form, with a like this. You see, they are not going anywhere. They're inside our sphere. And we cannot see the universe. You see, stars are I put in cloud. They are not produced themselves, how they are saying anymore. Only like plants somehow. They generated from, okay. They do not. And if you pass through these clouds, you will see the universe. Okay, this, you see clouds. Do you deny this? So I'm telling you, if you live in a spiral, you must see 3, 4, 5 bands. 4, if there's two arms of the spiral, you see, so you see clouds. The stars are putting clouds, and in a city they are tricking you, but this is how they are looking. They are small, and we can go. You pick from International Space Station, you pick any stars from here. We can go in the current day at it. Any star that you want, we can go at it. You pick any star that you want, Earth from the orbit of International Space Station, okay? The International Space Station, the Earth. This is not a supernova as a normal function because there is clouds and from some mechanism eject some matter. From Jupiter planet is satellites. You cannot ban space from 100 satellites that this planet has. You see, the satellite Callisto, Europa, Ganymede. By the Galileo Galileo discovered, and there are hundreds. You see it's a sphere. You see the sphere of clouds. You see clouds. Deny this. There's clouds. The stars are putting clouds. Mars planet, and they are small, and they are cold, and they do not make fusion and fission or false physics. You see, galaxies are simply clouds, and the main is static. They do not move. Maybe they do not rotate, but maybe there's so movement in them. Comets. You see a Milky Way belt and astronomy pictures. You see this. If you go through this black stuff, you will find the universe. Our galaxy is a sphere. You see, we can go here. In current day here. It's an actual current day picture. We can go here. That's Pleiades, and this is a star, a cloud. You see, are oriented towards us. 99% of them. This is my emblem from my channel. I picked this star in my channel. I like it. Like a flower. A guy in 350 after Christ said the stars are flowers of light. You see, did not Big Bang, did not did anything. There's matter. This black stuff is like Earth, and so movement makes it to move. It moves it and makes beautiful patterns like in a constant manner, beautiful patterns. We can go here. This is a star cloud. You can unplug the piece from here, a small, and you can bring it in your in your pocket. These astronomy pictures you see are oriented towards us galaxies. In our galaxy, the single heaven or sky did not Big Bang, did not. It was made in water with light field, split it and then ignited all the stars at once. A second wave of exactly like these clouds, full of pieces, and were cut like in the thunder cloud, and pushed to the borders, and the planets were coagulated in it. And then a second wave of light ignited all the stars at once. We can go at any star that you can see in this picture, at any star, at any galaxy that we can see in this picture. Saturn planet is close to Earth, is close. I'm telling you, there could be even satellites of Earth, not only the moon. In this manner they're light. There could be more satellites of the Earth. In this manner, big time they're light. And we can go here. This cloud is in our current day, our actual current day. This is like a planetary nebula. See clouds. We can go pass through them, and you will see the universe made with light. And we do not know how it looks. Maybe there could be other spheres, like ours is a sphere, like a Dyson sphere, surrounded by clouds. And in clouds is matter. You see, this is clouds. There's not gravitational systems. So this is all the pictures from the 2015 from NASA channel. Like they put a picture per day, 365 pictures. So maybe I covered them all, and I want you to comment them. And you'll see Brian Green, and you see we can go here. There's in Pluto planet, there's some atmosphere. You can go there. There's no life on them, but we can colonize them, and we can reach any planet or star that you can see here. So they are lying to you. They are lying with science to interdict you to go here, and it's the time for our generation to go at the stars and to colonize the planets. You must understand that you are kept with lies. With lies, or is a sphere. You see, they're making perfect spheres, circles on North Pole star. And this is the moon, and some images from Mars and other satellites. You see the planets. You can go at any one of them, and any stars that you can see in our current day. They are with Pluto planet. We can go here. We can go in a current day here and colonize it. This chair on the moon of Pluto. And I'm telling you, there could be more satellites of Earth, not only the moon. But they are tricking you this bad. You do not understand that this planet is tricked. So we can go here. All the pictures. You deny that the stars are putting clouds. This is a star. This is a star. You deny this. You cannot. You see all these are Saturn. You cannot ban space for 100 satellites that has Saturn, Jupiter, and other planets. You cannot do this in a matter. We can go anywhere. Here, sombrero. It's a cloud. It's a round cloud. Luminous, close. We can go from International Space Station. The Earth. For you who says that the Earth is flat, you may make 10,000 visualization. But I'm telling you, you can go to the stars, and they are lying to you with Einstein bad physics. You do not believe me. You look in a spherical manner. They are rotating on the North Pole star, and if they were going anywhere like this, there will be scratches like this. They make perfect circles, and some of them are moving. That's planet, wandering star. That's we move. This spectrum, you see, black is a color, and you can obtain this from the sun also. you can obtain this from the sun. Absorption and emission, this is not so, no red spectrum deplacement, and the background microwave radiation, it is the normal energy emitted by the clouds. You see how many clouds? These clouds are emitting radiation, microwave and any kinds of lights, and they ignite the stars. In that radiation, planets are like in a water, not in void. They are lying to you big time. You see the clouds. Deny this. The stars are putting clouds. The stars are put in clouds. Deny this. The stars are put in clouds. We can go to the stars. The stars are close. Okay, and maybe I finished all the pictures from 2015. Newton is false physics. We can go to the stars. There's no force and mass between Earth and the sun, and the Earth and the moon even. Okay, goodbye. God bless.